You're riding with Nightline FM, where every lonely memory still gets a song.
Your white sneakers drawing circles. lights still burning soft and bright. The light on the basketball court still calls me back again to those reckless, endless evenings before the world closed in. And if time erases every trace of who we used to be, I'll still meet you in the silence where those summer nights still breathe. The floodlights finally faded, but the feeling never left. The arcade down on Riverside still glowed in shades of blue. Pac-Man sounds and pinball echoes bouncing through the room. You laughed to cut through cigarette smoke, drifting near the door, while Journey played from tiny speakers cracked from years before. Spent our last few dollars trying to beat the high score screen, like teenage kings and queens, pretending life was still a dream. And every flashing neon light reflected in your eyes, like little pieces of forever trapped inside the night. We were reckless, hearts on fire, too alive to feel afraid. Every midnight felt immortal, every moment begged to stay. Oh, arcade lights in the rain still flicker through my soul like fading little memories, too beautiful to let go. Now the city feels much colder, and those summers washed away, but I still see shadow dancing through the arcade lights and rain. The skating rink beside the theater finally closed last year. Broken windows, faded posters, silence everywhere. But in my mind the music still comes pouring through the dark, and your white sneakers still move circles underneath the sparks. There's an old cassette recording buried in my room, with us singing badly to those power ballads after school. And every crackle on the tape, every hissing worn out sound, feels like tiny ghosts of us still floating all around. Maybe every memory survives, hidden somewhere in the night. Tiny echoes of our younger hearts still burning soft and bright. Arcade lights in the rain still but your memory never did.
Grocery store was closing under flickering fluorescent light. Shopping carts and empty parking spaces soaked in midnight rain outside. You wore my varsity jacket with the sleeves pulled past your hands, while some old synth-pop love song echoed softly through the vents. We bought cheap soda from the vending machine near aisle 3, laughing like the world beyond that town could never touch our dreams. And every second underneath those pale suburban lights felt too warm and fragile for a world that moves with time. We were kids with restless hearts, burning bright against the dark. Every little touch felt sacred, every night became a spark. Oh, slow dancing by the vending machines still lives inside my soul, like faded little memories, too beautiful to let go. Now the parking lots feel colder and the summers disappear, but I still see your shadow moving whenever midnight's here. The record shop beside the store became a laundromat years ago. But sometimes when the thunder rolls, I swear I still feel close to every cigarette lit evening spent pretending we'd stay young, while headlights painted silver lines across your bubblegum lips. I found your handwritten mixtape hidden in my bedroom drawer. The cassette cracked and fading from the nights we played it more. And every hiss between the songs still sounds enough like you to make the past come flooding back the whole night through. Maybe every memory survives, hidden somewhere in the rain. Tiny echoes of our younger hearts still dancing through the pain. Oh, slow dancing by the vending machines still glows beneath my skin, like snapshots from another life we almost stayed forever in. And if every street light fades away and every summer dies, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those midnight lights. The store lights all went dark, but your memory stayed on. drifted through the humid road. You handed me a cherry Coke with lipstick on the rim, laughing like the whole damn world could never cave us in. And somewhere near the buzzing signs and flickering fluorescent light, we thought those endless teenage dreams would somehow survive time. We were reckless suburban believers, burning fast through Friday nights. Every heartbeat sounded louder underneath those parking lights. Cigarettes and cherry Coke still linger in my veins, like faded little memories washing softly through the rain. Now the city sleeps much colder and those summers disappeared, but I still feel your shadow moving every time the night is clear. The record store beside the highway turned to dust years ago, but in my mind the neon sign still flickers soft and low. You're dancing by the ice machine with smoke around your hair, like every little second knew how rare it really was. I found your old cassette tape hidden underneath my bed, the handwritten label fading blue and white instead of red, and every hiss between the songs still sounds enough like you to pull the whole lost summer back into the room. Maybe every memory survives, floating softly through the dark, tiny echoes of the nights that left forever in our hearts. Cigarettes and cherry Coke still burn beneath my skin, like snapshots from another life we almost stayed forever in. And if every street light fades away and every summer dies, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those suburban skies. The neon lights went dim, but your memory never faded. dashboard glow inside my old beat-up car. The city feels half asleep beneath the humming power lines, while Bryan Adams softly echoes through the late night radio nights. laughing every time the signal faded in a static crack. And somehow every broken sound still pulls me back to you, like old FM frequencies, still carrying what we knew. We were runaway believers, young enough to chase the night. Every station sounded magic, every song felt so alive. Oh, Midnight FM 1987, still playing somewhere in my mind, where your voice and all those old songs never disappeared with time. Now the highways feel much colder, and the neon burns less bright, but I still hear us singing softly through the radio at night. Diner by the interstate still flickers after dark. Same cracked booths and coffee stains, same jukebox falling apart. And every lonely traveler there looks half lost in memories, like ghosts still chasing summer nights through faded melodies. I found your old cassette tape inside the glove box yesterday. Saturday almost worn to silence from the times we used to play. And when the static filled the speakers, for a second you were there, like the past was still alive, somewhere inside the air. Maybe every radio wave carries pieces of our lives, tiny echoes floating endlessly through the dark beyond the sky. Survives inside my soul, like headlights crossing rainy streets, on roads that lead back home. And if every station disappears, if the silence steals the night, I'll still hear your heart forever in the static of the night. Good night, lonely dreamers. See you again tomorrow night. The gym lights shimmered softly on the polished wooden floor. Paper stars and silver streamers hanging by the door. Your blue prom dress was glowing underneath the colored lights, while some old 80s love song carried through the night. Shaking, nervous when I asked you for the dance. You smiled like every teenage dream was happening at once. And somewhere near the punch bowl and the faded radio, softly on the hood outside the bowling alley lights. Your denim jacket smelled like smoke and cheap perfume that night. The parking lot was glowing red beneath the neon haze, while old rock songs from passing cars drifted through the summer rain. We climbed into the passenger seat, laughing through the dark, drawing little constellations on the fogged up window glass. And somewhere on that empty road outside our little town, we thought the world belonged to us before it all burned down. We were wild hearts chasing shadows, burning bright against the night. Every moment felt eternal, every dream felt so alive. Oh, summer, static in your eyes still flickers through my mind, like headlights fading slowly, somewhere lost in space and time. Now the city sleeps much colder, and the neon lost its shine, but part of me still lives with you in those endless summer nights. The old motel beside the highway barely stands there anymore. Broken signs and faded paint washed pale by storms before. But every time October rain taps softly on my car, I still see your silhouette exactly where you are. Your old mixtape still rattles in the glove box when I drive, like a tiny piece of history, refusing not to survive. And every scratch upon the tape, every hiss and fading tone, feels like proof that even ghosts don't really let you go. Maybe every memory survives, hidden somewhere in the dark, tiny echoes of the moments that forever changed our hearts. So summer, static in your eyes still burns beneath my skin, like a photograph still glowing from a world we once lived in. And if time erases every road and every city light, I'll still find you in the shadows of those endless summer nights. Some nights disappear forever, but you never really did.
You're listening to After Midnight Radio, where memories never really die.
Blue neon pouring through the windshield after 2 a.m. Your lipstick marks still fading on the coffee cup again. The station played those power ballads from and kept tapping rhythms on the hood and tiny hits. You leaned your head against the glass and watched the city lights, like every passing moment carried pieces of our lives. And somewhere through the static hum between the songs and rain, I felt forever trembling softly underneath your name. We were midnight runaways, young hearts burning through the dark. Every song became religion, every touch became a spark. Oh, the static between two hearts still echoes through the radio, like a broken transmission from a love I can't let go. Now the nights grow colder slowly, and the highways feel so far, but I still hear your voice calling through the static in the dark. The bowling alley closed last winter, signs all burned away, but in my mind the jukebox still keeps playing yesterday. You dancing near the arcade glow with glitter on your shoes. God, nobody tells you how the past keeps haunting you. I found your old voicemail recorded on a cassette tape, your laughter buried underneath the hissing grainy waves. And for a second time stood still somewhere inside the sound, like all the years between us simply disappeared somehow.
Maybe radio waves remember every word we left behind, floating endlessly through darkness, long after goodbye. Oh, the static between two hearts still survives the passing years, like headlights cutting through the storm, while old songs fill my ears. And if every station fades away, if the silence takes the night, I'll still find you in the frequencies between the dark and light. crackle. For everyone still awake tonight, this song is for you.
The shopping mall's closing as the sky turned violet blue. Neon signs reflecting softly on your worn-out tennis shoes. We walk behind the movie theater where the tall grass used to grow, talking about escaping somewhere only reckless dreamers know. Your Walkman headphones hanging loosely around your neck, while some old synth-pop love song drifted through the summer wind. And every little second underneath those parking lot lights felt too voices floating through the thunder sounds. And suddenly I'm 17 with your hand inside my own, like time forgot to take away the nights we called our home. Maybe every summer leaves tiny ghosts beneath the sky, little echoes of the dreamers who burn too bright to die. Fireflies behind them all still shimmer in my soul, like snapshots from a lifetime that disappeared too slow. And if every street forgets us, if the years erase the signs, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those suburban lights. The parking lot went empty, but the feeling never left.
Click. You're listening to Heartline FM. Keeping lonely hearts company all night long.
Streetlights shimmer softly on the rain outside the car. Old cigarette smoke floating underneath the dashboard stars. The radio kept playing Journey somewhere after 2, while thunder rolled like distant drums across the avenue. You rested tired eyes against the passenger side glass, watching motel signs and midnight towns disappear too fast. And somewhere through the static hiss between the songs and rain, I felt our fading little world still breathing through your name. We were restless young believers, burning bright against the dark. Every station felt eternal, every song became our heart. Oh, echoes from exit 22 still haunt me late at night, like faded radio transmissions floating through fluorescent light. Now the highways feel much colder, and the neon glows less bright, but I still hear your laughter in the static every night. The old arcade beside the diner finally shut down last spring, but in my mind those broken machines still glow electric green. You're dancing near the pinball lights with glitter on your shoes, like every tiny second knew how temporary youth could be. those fading lights.
Crackle. Stay warm out there tonight. Dreamers. Crackle. For the lonely drivers still awake tonight. This one's for the hearts that never moved on.
Tail lights bleeding red across the rain-soaked avenue. Cheap motel signs and thunder clouds hanging over you. The station played a faded song from summer '84, while cigarette smoke drifted slowly across the passenger door. You trace little hearts in fog upon the freezing window glass, talking about escaping this town before our youth could pass. And summer in the humming dark beneath fluorescent skies. We thought love could outrun anything, even time. Restless midnight dreamers, burning fast through neon nights. Every song became forever, every kiss felt so alive. Oh, neon rain on Interstate 5 still pours inside my mind like broken radio memories, frozen somewhere out in time. Through the static and the rain, the drive-in theater's empty now, weeds growing through the cracks. But in my head the movie still keeps flickering right back. You're dancing near the speaker poles in your leather jacket shine, like every little second knew it wouldn't survive time. I found your old cassette tape underneath the driver's seat. The label nearly faded white from years of summer heat. And when side A began to play, through all the hiss and noise, I swear the past came roaring back inside that broken voice. Maybe radio ghosts survive, floating somewhere through the night. Tiny echoes of the lovers who burned too bright to disappear. Neon rain on Interstate 5 still echoes through my soul like headlights disappearing slowly down forgotten roads. Oh, and if every station fades away, if silence steals the night, I'll still meet you in the static beneath those neon lights.
Good night. Lost romantics. Slow songs for sleepless hearts. This is Channel 8 After Dark.
There's rainwater on the avenue, reflecting motel signs, and the heater barely works inside this old car of mine. The dashboard clock keeps blinking 1:43 again, while Chicago softly plays beneath the static and the wind. Your sneakers on the back seat next to empty Burger King fries, Polaroids and cassette cases scattered underneath the light. And somewhere in the smoke-filled dark between the road and the sky, we swore those teenage dreams of ours would never truly die. We were neon-hearted believers, burning fast through endless nights. Every station sounded sacred, every song felt so alive. Oh, backseat memories on Channel 8 still haunt me after midnight, like old transmissions drifting slowly through electric summer skies. Now the city feels much colder, and the nights don't shine the same, but I still hear your laughter in the radios and rain. The skating rink closed years ago. The sign burned out and dim, but in my head the disco lights still spin like they did then. You're dancing in your leather jacket underneath arcade glow, like every little moment knew how beautiful it was. I found your mixtape yesterday inside a cardboard box. Side B nearly worn to silence from all the times it stopped. And when the chorus crackled through those faded analog waves, I swear the whole damn universe slipped backward for a day. Maybe every frequency still carries who we were. Tiny ghost inside the static, floating through